Before I even start, look how perfectly these fit in my shelf. They've been like this for over 2 years now, and I think it's time to unbox all the original Final Fantasy VII Trading Arts Kai Mini figures. What a name. Let's just start with Tifa, everyone's favorite. It is interesting that they include that it's from Final Fantasy VII and Crisis Core because of her cowgirl outfit, but something that's annoying about that is that both in the original and in Crisis Core, her cowgirl outfit never goes without the hat, and I think that's even true for Remake, so that's kind of disappointing. But what's even more disappointing about that is that as far as I can see, Red 13 is not mentioned anywhere on the box. There's pictures of him on the box. The disrespect some of these characters get. It's kind of like at the end of intermission, we have like 2 cutscenes of the party going from Midgard to Calm, and Red 13 may as well just have been a dog. Like, he doesn't say a word.
Red 13 with nothing to say. Hurry before my tail goes out.
I'm gonna give him the respect that he deserves and look at him first. I don't think I've ever seen like this cutesy version of him where he has puppy proportions. I think all of the Red 13 figures in my collection are basically his proper proportions. So this sort of stands out. Another way that it stands out is with the tail. It looks real nice, a really interesting shape for the flame, but also that the rest of his body is obviously, you know, opaque, but only the flame is translucent. That's pretty unique to such a small figure. I think the only 2 Red 13 figures that I have that has a translucent flame are the 2 big ones, the Play Arts and the Play Arts Kai. So that makes this really special. Another thing that I'm noticing is that there's no, I don't know what to call it, but there's no like copyright on it. There's no text on them. Nowhere does it say Square Enix or the Skex that you sometimes see, and nowhere does it say Made in China.
You want to buy from China? That's great. Buy toys from China.
I love it when something is so unique that you have a lot to say about something so relatively small. This is a good one. Oh, hey. She does come with a hat. That looks kind of weird, but that's the hat for that head. Wow. Okay. So my complaint with these figures is that all you're missing to have 2 whole figures is the hair. The hair is well done. It looks really nice, but that's all you're missing to have 2. So in order to have both versions of this figure, you have to buy this figure twice, and then you're going to be left with 2 spare figures where only the hair is missing. Other than that, I think these look pretty good. And there's surprisingly no spare hands for her. She has closed fists, and that's it. That's all you need for Tifa. But we did get Red 13, obviously, so I'm not complaining. I'd much rather have Red 13 than a bunch of hands that I'm never gonna use. All right. Oh no, Sephiroth's hairline. He finally looks like he's 30. That's something I've been wondering, by the way. Was he 30 during the Nibelheim incident? Or is he 30 now, 5 years later? Because if he was 25 during that time, I'm gonna feel weird about it. As you can see, this one has been previously owned. There was a bit of back and forth with the seller when I bought it. I was like, hey, why is the hand attached to the sword in the box? And apparently that's how they are sold. That's how they come. And I was like, okay, but you can take the hand off, right? He was like, yeah, sure. You can see that on the thing here. And you can use this to hold the sword, this hand. You can see that it's made to hold the sword. But the seller then got back to me, and we're talking, this is years ago now, like 2 years maybe. And he was like, oh, actually, the hand is glued. I was like, what? How are you supposed to use this then? I'm like, did you glue it? He was like, no, it came that way. I don't know if I want to use this upper body, but part of me kind of wants to because it's so unique. No other figure comes with this. I was hoping that the amiibo would come with a bare upper body for Sephiroth, but it didn't. Unfortunately, they prioritized the wing instead of his bare chest. But let me really try to get this hand off. And that was super easy. What the fuck were you talking about, man? That was super easy. You didn't even try. I believed your story 2 years ago, person on eBay. You Let's just look at this before I struggle. Do I want that? It kinda covers up his face, but you can turn the head, right? So you can stand like that. You know what? That's pretty unique. This is pretty shiny though. That's unique as well. I think I'm gonna go with this for now, if I can get this head in place. There you go, that's fine for now. We'll see if I change it in the future. Yuffie! We get quite a lot with her. We get her Advent Children look, including her headband, and also her weapon from the compilation. I did it. I got one out. Now what? Oh, look at how much I have to bend it to get it out. And you just have to go through with it. Ooh, that's scary. Her legs are quite bent. The shuriken looks good, and it's as big as her. That's actually quite strange, actually, because I think you'll see at the end of this video that Cloud's Buster Sword is actually proportioned to him, but this one, they've made the shuriken almost as tall as her. And she can actually stand like that. That's pretty cool. It's funny with these that there's more spare parts than there is a figure inside these boxes. Aerith. Again, they mention where it's from. It's Aerith from the original and Aerith from Crisis Core. But what's this? Is that mentioned somewhere? No, nowhere. What's up with this? What is this prejudice? Alright, let's start with Cait Sith. Wow. I love that. That's so cool. Obviously, the paint job isn't the best. The cape, that's so cool. This has to be the smallest figure in my collection. And I think the only thing that even comes close to this is another Cait Sith figure, but that one kind of includes the Moogle, even though it's separated from it. I'll show you when I'm placing this in my collection. You'll see what I mean. These two are literally the highlights of this. Look how tiny he is even compared to Red 13, who's also tiny. I love that. That's an odd way for the hand to be naturally, but it doesn't seem like I can turn it. I don't want to twist it off and break it just in case. But I think actually I'm going to ignore the weapon for once, and I'm actually going to go with the flower basket instead because of how rare that is. It's the first one in my collection that has that. I think the Playarts Kai also comes with the flower basket. What the hell? Oh no. No, do you see that? Okay, hold on. Emergency operation. No. Okay, I was able to get it out, but I had to sort of drill a hole into it and dig it out. But I think this is fixable and might actually be workable in the future, so I'm not super upset, and I didn't plan on using it anyways. And now this made the choice quite easy, actually. I want to change her face. I think this one looks a lot better for her. I don't know what's up with her face here. She looks kind of like she has some crazy eyes there, so I think I'll switch that one out. This one has been an interesting adventure. There you go, something like that. Okay, finally. I'm just glad I got something good out of this. What matters most to me is the end result, and this looks pretty good. So don't forget that we're going to be placing all of these in my collection at the end. But before that, we're going to have to travel back in time. Wow, this is actually pretty nice. You just keep it like that. Oh, for fuck's sake. There you go. Oh my god, I can tell you this much, they're never going back in. Who wants a face with nothing on it? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, what's the point of this? Look at that, look at those eyes. What? So they give you like Sephiroth eyes for the Cloud figure? Okay, interesting. Wow, that is cute. Whenever I get the Playarts Kai of Cloud that has the hard edge, if I ever get it, I'm gonna compare these. It's gonna be an obvious difference, but I'm just gonna do that because I think that sword is huge and this is pretty tiny. That was easy. There you go. There's no point for this hand to even be loose, by the way, because there's no replacement for it. Put this in this one. Like, oh, damn it. This looks good. This is fine. Now, what sword do I want to display him with? Oh, okay. Oh, thank God. I was like, what? Do I have to push that through? So I'm gonna use the hard edge because it's a rarity in my collection. Wait a minute, why is this? What's the difference? The eyebrows? Is that it? This one's more pouty and angry and this is more, god damn it. And this is more neutral? I don't know which one I prefer. This is very specific. We know in Animated Children he does get these eyes for fuck's sake. For a moment. So maybe it's specifically for that. And I have to say that the details of the hair and the shininess and the variance of the color and the fact that the hair is actually kind of soft was a nice surprise. The hair is definitely the nicest thing on this figure. But now we're gonna look at the Hardy Daytona. This is a thing that is not on the remake. This bandage around the exhaust, that's original only. Oh, wow. It annoys me that that's cool too. It really does. That's pretty cool. Oh man. As cool as this is, and as rare as it is, I ended up going with the normal body and the hard edge. And here they all are. They are quite the colorful bunch. They look really good together like this. When I unboxed all the play arts, I did get comments asking, hey man, you didn't get all of them. Where's Barrett? And I'm like, I'm sorry, but there is no Barrett. There almost never is a Barrett. Imagine a Barrett adorable arts. Wouldn't that be cool? That would be awesome. And like I've mentioned before, like there's so few Cid figures. Let's not forget that Cid is the main character that you play as for important parts of the story in the original game. So I don't understand why he's so underrepresented in figure form. Anyhow, I think it's time to put all of these in my collection. And here we have Red 13 figure number 12. Welcome. And Tifa figure number 24. I'll need to adjust a lot of this because Tifa figure number 25 literally just came in the mail, so you know, keep a lookout for that. And Sephiroth number 31. I was wondering if I was gonna mention the fact that I did give him his coat in the end, but you know, you have eyes. And Yuffie number 12. Here's Cait Sith number 5. So tiny. You could argue that this one is smaller because it's shorter, but in terms of volume, I think they're pretty much equal. But this one comes with the Moogle, so I view that as a bigger unit. Apparently, when I placed this one, I said it was number 19, but that was actually Aerith figure number 20, which makes this Aerith figure number 21. There you go. Oh, and I can at least pretend to place this one. And here we have Cloud figure number 45 still. But actually, number 46 literally just came in the mail as well. And he's gonna be standing somewhere around here. And it might be something special about that. And it might have something to do with this sword, and that sword, and that sword. What might that be? Ooh, who knows? And I was actually able to fix this hand and make it workable. Like I... Seriously, seriously.